Hi, everybody. I'm Geraldo Rivera, and we are live and at large. And coming up, one of the world's most resilient conspiracy theories that the moon landing, whose 40th anniversary we are all celebrating this weekend, was actually fake. The theory has gained momentum when NASA admitted that it had lost the original footage of man's first steps on the moon. My next guest, Aron Ranen, started out believing the official version of history, which is what I and most people believe. Aron, tell us why you have changed your mind and now become a skeptic.
Sure. Thanks for having me on, Geraldo. I really appreciate it. Well, let me first clarify. I was paid by the state of Ohio in 1999 to spend a year trying to prove we actually landed on the moon. And I was a total believer, Geraldo.
Wait. You were paid with taxpayer money from the state of Ohio?
The state of Ohio.
Yep, who was the governor? Another issue. But go ahead. Tell us more.
Anyway, so I took a year and I traveled across the country. And folks, I've actually posted it on YouTube. It's called Did We Go? And the challenges, Geraldo, everywhere I went, it was just amazing. Moon rocks falling in Antarctica, Neil Armstrong's silence. But I was the first to report, and you played the clip earlier tonight, that all the science data, the telemetry data was missing. Now, Geraldo, for NASA to come out and say that all the tapes were erased, I mean, it's incredible. Geraldo, this isn't just one tape. This is rooms of tape labeled Apollo 11 moon landing. Someone had to physically go and erase it. And it just, I really, in my heart, Geraldo, I want us to go. And I know all your viewers want us to go. But if you watch my film over and over again, and I don't know if you have the clip of me trying to laser range off the moon, but even after I successfully laser ranged off the moon, it turns out the Russians had landed all these unmanned probes on the moon with laser reflectors. The challenges in trying to prove we landed the moon are great, and I hope we landed on the moon, but come on, Geraldo.
Okay, let me bring us back down to earth, folks. We're also joined in L.A. by Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill's an educator, engineer. We trust him. He contributes to The Skeptic magazine, which might be appropriate for this topic. But Bill, Aron's right about erasing these tapes. I mean, I don't believe for a second that we faked this thing, but how in the world do you erase the tapes of the most historic event in 2,000 years? I mean, it's not like it was a bar mitzvah. You know what I mean?
So let me start with this. What tape are you showing if all of the tapes were erased?
Well, they lost them for 5 years. They found them in the files, they said, in Australia, and they're enhancing those. I mean, it seems, it gives a hope to the skeptics.
No, okay, it's my turn, kids. Okay. So what happened apparently is they lost one tape. And it was in Australia, which is part of the Deep Space Network, the DSN. And these are NASA tapes, literally on the other side of the world from headquarters. One of them got misplaced. People believe quite reasonably that this tape was especially high quality, and it got lost. Stuff happens. It's 40 years ago. It does not in any way qualify as evidence that NASA faked it. By the way, I watched both of your YouTube videos. I must say, remarkably uncompelling. I got to tell you, hardly any evidence at all there for me that the stuff was faked.
Okay,
by the
quick
way,
rebuttal
if you were
from
fake
Bart
it, why would you
Sibrel.
fake it six more times?
Bart Sibrel, you want to quickly rebut?
Yeah, well, basically, according to NASA, every single TV tape from every single moon mission is lost. Ask Ron Howard. He's the one who asked for them to be transferred for 70mm projection.
Okay, that's
and
Bart.
if you watch
Aaron,
his movie about the moon landings,
Aaron.
95% of it is reenactments.
Aaron.
Yes.
Final statement.
Well, first, let me build the big picture for everybody.
Don't build the big picture now. Make your final statement.
Okay. It's very challenging to try to prove we landed on the moon, and it shouldn't be challenging. The tape should be there. There should be plenty of evidence.
And Bill, you're the one guy on the panel who hasn't swung it or been punched by Buzz Aldrin. You say Buzz and his buddies really went.
Absolutely.
And the evidence overwhelming.
By the way,
evidence overwhelming.
Absolutely.
And the growing skepticism among young people.
All the sailors on the aircraft carriers who watched the thing come back, the thousands of people who were at Cape Canaveral.
Their story is that they were in a transport airplane. They threw the thing out of the transport airplane. It landed. Anyway, I want to thank Bart Sibrel, Aron Ranen, and, of course, Bill Nye. Coming up, with defections within its own rank, has the GOP abandoned, essentially, the battle to keep Sonia Sotomayor off the high court? Coulter Powers and Morris debate all after this. Stand by.